The Masked Maidens. To mask is to reveal. Entity number 182. Masked Messengers. Greetings, mask wearer. If you are reading this, you have no doubt been affected by one of the various masks, note, see Object 24, wall masks, strewn about the backrooms. This letter should arrive to you via a bird-like entity called a masked messenger, or, as the Meg may like to call them, Entity 182. Do not worry, for the masked messengers are completely harmless. In fact, the one you see before you, and the one from whose beak you took this letter from, shall be your constant companion throughout this new and exciting journey that you and your mask have just begun. Image caption. Image of a blue and brown variation of a masked messenger. We have sent you this letter because we have been notified that you have recently joined the Masked Maidens. Once you receive this message, write a letter of response using the extra paper attached to this letter, acknowledging your initiation into the group, and send it back via the messenger. How do you do so, you ask? Why, each messenger has a special feather located at the tip of its tail. This feather is actually a quill equipped with maiden's ink, the secret solution that the masked maidens use to communicate, which can only be seen through the eyes of a mask. Do not hesitate to take it. Unlike other feathers, this quill pin is not actually embedded in the bird's body, and thus is completely harmless to use. Make sure to keep it secure and safe, as you will be using this pen to write correspondence to other members from this day forth. Each member of the Masked Maidens is given their own personal masked messenger. These colorful birds come in all sorts of variations, and, like snowflakes, the feather patterns on each bird are unique. However, what they all have in common is that they bear a striking physical resemblance to a peacock from baseline reality. If you see a brilliantly colored bird, you can determine if it is one of our messengers or not, based on the flowery crest on its head. Do not call out to it. If it carries a message meant for you, it will fly to you of its own volition. The masked maidens rely on secrecy, and thus it is paramount that this method of communication is not discovered by the Meg or any other significant or corrupt group. When using masked messengers to communicate, it is best to write and send letters away from inhabited areas where there is a possibility that you might be seen. As long as they are within your eyesight, messengers are invisible to all but those who wear masks. However, as soon as they leave your vision, they become visible to all, and in populated areas they may easily be spotted due to their flamboyant feathers. Masked messengers travel easiest in indoor levels and outdoor levels with constant clear weather. When sending a masked messenger, it is best to employ common sense and to not release them into dangerous or volatile conditions. A detailed pamphlet on how to properly care for a messenger is attached below. How to care for your masked messenger. Masked messengers are hardy creatures that we use to communicate between other members of the group with clandestine messages. They are able to survive much harsher conditions than humans can, and thus can traverse levels that are dangerous to us with relative ease. However, this does not make them invulnerable to any mishaps, and thus it is best to treat your messenger like a treasured pet and to care for them accordingly. Image caption. Pink and white variation of messenger feathers. While masked messengers are able to make journeys during both day and night, they require sufficient rest in between. They can sleep at any time, whether it be day, night, or neither, due to their incredibly adaptive sleep cycles. However, when receiving a letter, it is always recommended to let them sleep for at least 24 hours, regardless of your current level's day night cycle, before sending your messenger back out with a reply. Though they are invisible to others, Messengers tend to grow anxious when in crowded places, and thus it is best that when accompanying one, you find a secluded and quiet place to tend to their needs. Male and female messengers do not exhibit many significant behavioral or physical differences, unlike many other birds, and thus it is appropriate to treat both the same way. Roughly every 3 to 4 months, messengers enter their mating season, wherein both the feathers of both males and females light up with bioluminescence. Though it is rare for one messenger to encounter another while flying, unwanted circumstances may occur by allowing messengers to fly during their mating season. They are also prone to being spotted easily due to their constantly glowing feathers during this time. And so, the maidens are heavily encouraged to limit the amount of letters sent when this happens. Do not attempt to breed messengers or keep more than one at any time. All maidens are allowed one messenger and only one. Professionally trained and able specialists in the maidens are charged with distributing and raising messengers, and it is imperative that you do not tamper with their work. Masked messengers are able to consume a wide variety of food, as they are omnivores. Almost anything that a human can digest is something that a masked messenger can also safely consume. Though they prefer seeds and nuts, they are also able to break down meat and even dairy. Their diet requires much less food than a human diet, and thus they can live comfortably off of one meal every 1 or 2 days. The same applies for water, though they have exhibited the ability to consume regular water, almond water, and cashew water without any difficulties. Masked messengers fully mature in 1 year and are theorized to not age. This may be incorrect, however, as masked messengers were discovered only a year ago, and thus not enough time has elapsed for us to be able to judge their lifespans. The lack of a distinction between one messenger and another that may signify age leads us to believe that their bodies do not break down over time. Regardless, it is important that new members keep their messengers safe and treat them respectfully as one would any pet, because they will not be replaced in the event that one is lost. We look forward to hearing from you soon. May your truth be unmasked. Image caption: Yours truly, Evangeline Holmes.